Today on TCTV News, more on the LAX shooting. Learn more on Obama's healthcare issues and also sit down with Career Services own Martin Black, so stay tuned.
You're watching TCTV News, your only source for news and entertainment on campus.
Welcome to TCTV News. I'm Trent Kiesling.
And I'm Megan Williams.
After a weekend of intense investigation, authorities are piecing together more details about Friday's fatal shooting at Los Angeles International Airport, including the suspect's behavior earlier in the week and a warning from his family that may have come minutes too late. 23-year-old Paul Ciancia of Los Angeles is charged with the murder of a federal officer and commission of violence in an international airport. He was shot by officers Friday and was in critical condition at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center on Sunday.
Texas voters were at polls Tuesday to vote on a slew of constitutional and municipal issues, from funding water projects to grant tax breakers to aerospace companies. But a deeper question is how voters adapt to the state's new controversial voters' ID law, which has enacted earlier this year. In seeing the first statewide test Tuesday, the law says voters must have valid photo ID with them, a name that matches the name on the voting rolls. Those without IDs could still vote. Potential ballots have 6 days to return with the correct identification.
The Obama administration dodged questions Tuesday about whether it will support legislation to fill President Barack Obama's offhanded promise that anyone who likes their health care plan will be able to keep it under the nation's new law. Instead, the administration dispatched the head of Centers Medicare and Medicaid Services, Marilyn Tavenner, to the Senate, where she told the panel that the government's healthcare website has improved since its widely panned launch a month ago and is still improving. Here's a video from President Obama's promising the people that if they do not want to change, they do not.
You will be able to keep your doctor, period.
If you like your doctor, you keep your doctor. If you like your current insurance, you keep that insurance.
If you've got health insurance, you like your doctor, you like your plan, you can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan. Nobody is talking about taking that away from you. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan.
And led to a 3-hour lockdown at Central Connecticut State University on Monday. And according to school officials, the son of geography professor was at the center of the commotion. University officials say 21-year-old senior David Kenyon of CCUSU, Professor Peter Kenyon, was arrested Monday and charged with a breach of peace. They said the younger Kenyon was released on a $1,000 bail. The school did not release any other information. Police said no weapons were recovered and there was no threat to the campus. Now let's go over to our TCTV reporter Anna with Dean of Career Services, Martin Black.
Hello, I'm Anna Kovenchek. Welcome to Teal College Career Development Center. I'm here with new member Martin Black. So you're a new member. How have you adjusted to Teal College? Do you feel like you're part of the Teal family yet?
It's a wonderful opportunity for me. I've never worked in a small liberal arts college like this. I've worked at New York University, 50,000 students, worked at Carnegie Mellon University, 10,000 students, worked at Brandeis University, 5,000 students.
What changes are you hoping to implement here in the Career Development Center?
Well, career development is a new word for us here in the center. It used to be career services, but what we do is really help young people develop into professionals. And this is an exciting time at Teal. There's 2 things in particular: the Pettis Center, which everyone has been talking about, and which brings Bob Batchelor and a whole new building to campus. Big focus on communications and presentational literacy. Another exciting thing is the new core curriculum that's been developed. And I'm trying to place our career curriculum within those 2 big events here on campus.
Now, I've seen lots of signs on campus, and I know I've attended many of your workshops here. Resume workshops, networking workshops, including an actual networking event. Coming up next Thursday, I believe you have an internship fair. Do you want to tell us a little bit about those?
They want to see that students have a clue as they go into the professional world. What's going to be expected of them, how to behave, how to use that platform they're offered to build their own careers. So internships are essential. We have a great program here. Students just need to come down and get the paperwork and talk to us about where they can intern. So do please, students, if you're hearing this, please come on the 14th. We're going to be in the Lutheran Heritage Room.
I'm Anna Kovenchek here at the Career Development Center with Martin Black. Back to you at the studio.
Polls across Pennsylvania opened for the 2013 general election, and voters in Pittsburgh and beyond casted their ballots until 8 p.m. But overall, the turnout was low. Some political observers said only 20% of registered voters casted a ballot. Because Pennsylvania's voter identification law is still being litigated in the courts, only first-time voters were required to provide proper ID. But at the polling places in Pittsburgh Tuesday, it was anything goes. Some election workers asked for identification, others didn't. And the reactions from voters varied, although no complaints have been filed at the Allegheny County Common Pleas Court. Twitter yesterday boosted its IPO price from $23 to $25 a share, which would give the microblogging service a market capitalization of $13.6 billion at the top end of the range. That would value the company at 11.8 times its estimated 2014 sales, higher than the 11.4 times price-to-price sales ratio for Facebook. The company initially set a range that put it at 27% discount to Facebook on price-to-price sales basis. Yet it is now creating a higher bar for success by forcing prospective investors to pay an even larger premium for its promises for fast growth. Now let's go to an exclusive interview with RTC TV reporter Kanan and our campus pastor.
Thanks, guys. I'm Kanan, and I am here with Till's new pastor, Pastor Jane. How are you doing today?
I am so well. Thank you for asking.
All right, that's good. So being that you are Till's new pastor, are you enjoying yourself? Is there anything different from when you were, your previous experiences?
I love Teal College. I've been a campus pastor for 20 years. Love being part of the Teal community. It's fantastic.
So what responsibilities do you have to take on now as Till's new pastor?
I oversee all of the campus ministry programs. So I oversee the chapel, and I have a staff of 7 students who serve as sacristans.
I'm pretty sure most Till students want to know, is there any up-and-coming special events?
Every event in the chapel is special. We have, weekly we have the Tuesday chapel service at 12:15, and that's for everyone. It's about a half-hour service. We have Holy Communion, and everyone's welcome. And then every Sunday evening, we have what's informal candles in the round. We have candles, and we pray, we sing. Students lead the prayers, and it's just a lovely time for everyone. We're getting ready also to host interfaith conversation group. And so our international student Saba Pervez, who is here from Pakistan, also the only Muslim on campus, is going to lead a conversation and tell her story, and that's November 8th or November 13th in the Wayers Lounge at 8 p.m. Additionally, but maybe not related specifically to campus ministry, but I also do serve as a martial arts instructor for the martial art of Aikido. And so my husband and I will be beginning, I believe, the first ever Teal College Aikido program here, and that will begin next week.
Well, there you go. You heard it first from Sensei and Pastor Jane. All right, back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's go over to Jennifer Kaler and Paul Connolly for a look at entertainment news.
Hey, thanks guys, and welcome to this week's entertainment. I'm Paul Connolly.
And I'm Jennifer Kaler. Too far or not too far? That is the question. Nicki Minaj knows how to get people talking. The rapper shared a series of sexy selfies via Instagram on Thursday, October 31st, for Halloween, where she showed off her famous curves in fishnet tights and a leather thong. The high school rapper exposed both breasts but covered her nipples with cross-shaped pasties. The former American Idol judge snapped the pictures using her iPhone. Notably, the device was protected by a custom case that featured the rapper's image from her 2010 album, Pink Friday. Have you seen? You saw the photos, I'm sure.
Honestly, the things you can put on Instagram, I don't know how they can get away with it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
A little racy.
This is bananas, Bananas. That's right, Gwen Stefani is letting her baby bump do the talking. The No Doubt rocker stepped out on Saturday, November 2nd in Los Angeles looking casual in a loose-fitting long yellow top that perfectly accentuated her growing belly. She accompanied the tunic with rolled-up skinny jeans, black boots, and a snakeskin bag. The 44-year-old fashion designer was treating her sons Kingston 7 and Zuma 5 to a fun day at Racer's Edge indoor karting. Stefani has yet to publicly announce she is expecting her third child with hubby Gavin Rossdale.
Paula Abdul is connecting to her Jewish roots and planning an important religious milestone. A belated bat mitzvah, the former American Idol and X Factor judge is visiting Israel for the first time as an official guest of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, according to the Associated Press. The TV personality has been taking in the many attractions the country has to offer as a regular tourist without the burden of a concert performing schedule. The straight-up singer has spent considerable time in the country's capital, Jerusalem, visiting holy sites, museums, and markets. Abdul is planning to commemorate her bat mitzvah at the Western Wall, according to the Israeli newspaper Haaretz. Mazel tov, Paula.
Moesha star Marcus T. Paulk has been charged with domestic violence after allegedly putting his girlfriend in the hospital with a kick to the stomach, and he could face up to 4 years behind bars. His girlfriend states that it started as a verbal disagreement that escalated into a physical altercation. Paulk punched her in the face and then kicked her in the stomach. The girlfriend admits she also threw some punches, but she's the one who ended up in the hospital. Now, Paulk has officially been charged with domestic violence and battery. If convicted on all counts, he could face up to 4 years in jail.
Lindsay Lohan was paid close to $50,000 to host a Halloween party at a casino last night. But she was so late that the casino wants a chunk of its money back. Sources familiar with the situation told our sister source TMZ, Lindsay was paid to show up to Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut at 10 p.m. But she didn't arrive until 11:43. When she finally did show up, she blew off the red carpet where she was supposed to pose for photos and talk to fans and walk straight into the party. Foxwoods is now trying to renegotiate Lindsay's contract because the casino feels she screwed them over. Lindsay didn't completely drop the ball. We're told she and co-host Floyd Mayweather Jr. judged the Halloween costume contest together and actually did a decent job. For what it's worth, we're told Floyd was late too, but he made up for it by spending time with the fans, signing autographs and taking photos. Lindsay, not so much.
That seems like a pretty crazy party.
How can you end up late?
Yeah.
Late? And when you're a host? No, not good.
Not a good idea. Well, Teal College, Megan Hilty is officially off the market. The 32-year-old former Smash star who currently stars on Sean Saves the World married her co-star Brian Gallagher on Saturday, November 2nd at the Venetian Chapel in Las Vegas. Brian added a fun pic to his Instagram account with the caption, "We did it, #JustMarried," in which the couple are showing off their new rings in the snapshot. The couple met in a fitness class while they were both working on Broadway, and it looks like they didn't waste any time tying the knot. As Megan made the comment, "We were so excited to be married that we skipped the engagement altogether." Later, we are going to find out how Teal teams played this week with Crystal and Buffington.
Welcome to This Week in Sports. I'm Jason Crystal.
And I'm Tyler Buffington. And let's see what's going on in the world of sports. First, let's go over to our TV reporter CJ to see how preparations are going for the first night game ever.
Thank you. I'm CJ Thompson, and we're here at Teal College Memorial Stadium, where the Teal College Tomcats, for the very first time, under the lights at 7 o'clock Saturday against the Westminster Titans. I'm on the Teal College field where the Teal College Tomcats look to extend their game-winning streak to 2 games here on Memorial Stadium where they face the Westminster Titans. I'm here with longtime coach Jack Leipheimer, now athletic director. How long have you been here, Coach?
I've been at Teal now for my 13th year.
13 years.
13 years.
It's a long time. How does it feel to have the first night game here?
Well, I'll tell you, it's awesome because you have to take it from my perspective, okay? I was a student here too, and I played 4 years of football here. And we never played on a stadium like this. And then to have lights and to be able to do something like that, and the atmosphere that'll be electric with our giveaway of shirts and glow necklaces and all that stuff. I mean, it's just exciting, and we're just really tickled to be able to do this.
Like an amazing time. And can you tell us are there any different, renovations or any different things that we have to go through to prepare for a night game?
Not really, because of the level of the lighting we have. Everything is pretty much, good to go. One of the big differences will be, instead of having a lunch tailgate like they normally do, they're going to do one for dinner on Saturday night. And that'll be interesting out in the parking lot to have that going on. But other than that, no, things are pretty much status quo.
You heard it here, guys. Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Back to you guys at the studio.
Have you ever wondered what the fastest man on the planet ate during his time at the Olympic Games? It wasn't speed, if that's what you were thinking. Usain Bolt ate chicken nuggets from McDonald's every single day he was in China. According to his new book, Faster Than Lightning, Bolt ate about 1,000 chicken nuggets throughout his time at the 2008 Olympic Games. Bolt thought the Chinese food was odd, so instead of eating the traditional Chinese food, he went to McDonald's and got his hunger fixed through McNuggets. Maybe McNuggets aren't as bad for you as everyone says. First time since 2003, the Kansas City Chiefs are off to a perfect season with a 9-0 record. Last Sunday, the Chiefs took on the Buffalo Bills and defeated them 23-13. As linebacker Tamba Hali scored on an 11-yard fumble return with 12 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. Quarterback Sean Smith returned a 100-yard interception after Jeff Toole threw the ball to him. Buffalo Bills quarterback Jeff Toole struggled during his first career NFL start, while filling in for the starter Thad Lewis, who is out with bruised ribs. The Chiefs are off to a great start, but the question is, will it continue?
After being hospitalized this past Saturday, the Denver football coach is expected to have heart surgery on Tuesday. Head coach John Fox will be out for 4 to 6 weeks with this surgery. Fox will be undergoing surgery on an aortic valve. Fox planned on waiting to have the surgery done until after the NFL season had concluded, but his body told him otherwise. During his golf game, he started feeling dizzy and lightheaded, so he was taken to the hospital, where doctors told him he should have the procedure done sooner rather than later. Following the surgery, Fox plans to return to the Broncos for his 3rd season. The New York City Marathon took place this past weekend with a record number of runners. 50,740 people participated in the marathon. That took place throughout a 26.2-mile radius around the city. Bomb dogs and police officers guarded nearly every corner as the racers ran throughout the 5 boroughs of the city. Security was tighter than ever this year with checkpoints and baggage check. The race went off without a hitch, with no threats or incidents. The marathon was extra special this year with the 1 millionth runner participating in the 14th annual marathon.
It was a hard week yet again for Steeler fans, as the Steelers were defeated 55-31 by the New England Patriots. However, it was a good week for Browns fans, as they defeated the Baltimore Ravens 24-18. The NFL seems to be taking a different path this season, as the Steelers gave up 55 points this week, which is the most in the team's history. The Steelers have a record of 2-6, while the Browns are 4-5. Talk about a weird season. The Browns haven't had a better record than the Steelers in years, so this is definitely a shock to many Browns and Steeler fans. And Ohio State took on another conference rival this past weekend as they took on Purdue in West Lafayette. The Buckeyes destroyed the Owls with a 56-0 victory after coming off a 49-point victory over Penn State the week before. Buckeyes were ready to go. They didn't disappoint either, leaving the Owls scoreless after four quarters of play. Duran Grant picked off the first pass of the game, returning it for a touchdown, giving the Buckeyes an early lead. Ohio State earned the nation's longest winning streak to 21 straight wins. It's been about 22 months since the Buckeyes lost their last game, and they hope to keep it going this weekend when they take on Illinois.
The Teal College Tomcats won their 2nd game of the season this past weekend in West Virginia. The Tomcats beat the Bethany Bisons in a close game with a final score of 30-28. Freshman running back Josh Wanamaker came up big this weekend in his debut game as a Tomcat. Wanamaker ran for 248 yards, which is the second most rushing yards in Teal's history. Other key players included kicker John Fennick, quarterback Ryan Radke, and senior Matt Fesden, who led the Tomcats in 91 yards receiving on 2 receptions. The Tomcats are preparing for the first ever night game this Saturday night at 7 p.m. Come out and support your Tomcats. That's all we have for sports. I'm Tyler Buffington.
And I'm Jason Crystal. After this break, we are going to see what's up with Teal Talk with Saba.
Hello, welcome to TCTV special edition, Teal Talk. Here I am with today's special guest. And I'm Ashley, and here's our guest, Saba. Hi, Saba.
Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, nice to meet you, and I'm very glad to have you here as today's special guest.
Thank you for inviting me.
You decided to study in the USA.
Well, as I told that I'm an exchange student, I applied for this program at the very last date of submission of documents. I was not much hopeful that it will be done or something. I told my parents that I'm applying for this program, and they were like, oh, it's just a kind of a time-based and money-based thing. You will not get anything. But when I got my tickets and when I handed them to my father, he at first he just stared at me and then he laughed. Are you really going to America? And I was like, yes. And everybody knows in my country, what kind of a relationship is Pakistan and America is having. And that's why me and my parents were really nervous how people are going to treat me in America. But when I came over here and when I first landed in the Washington airport, and how right from the immigration officer till the outside, my program advisors, how they received me and how they take care of me, that was awesome.
Fun. I envy you very much. Well, because I'm an international student too, and I really wanted to go to Chicago too, and I really envy your opportunity. Yeah. So how did you be able to participate in Chicago trip?
Well, at first when I met Pastor Jen, I told her that in my country we're not allowed to go to church or visit a church. So she first took me to the chapel downtown campus, and then after that we start our conversation about the religion. And then she said like all her class students, like the religious students having majors or minors in religion, they are going, so why not you should join us as a representative of peace. So that's why I just signed up for that, and we were just 13 people who went over there as a representative of Teal College and as a representative of peace.
Yeah, and do you have any special or fun episodes that you experienced in Chicago trip?
Well, there was a student with me, like all of the students already been visited different states, but one of them was his name is Robert, and he was with me like having first trip outside Pennsylvania state. So we decided whenever we enter a new state, like we have to cross 3 states while going to Chicago. So at every start of the new state there is a signboard of welcome. So we always stop by that sign and come out whether it's raining or stormy and took pictures. That was the awesome thing. That was so awesome. We went over there to the restaurant, and over there they were all people from Pakistan working over there. And then Pastor Jan, she said like, you are going to be our guider, so you have to tell them we want spicy food but not that much spicy. And then I talked to that manager in my own language, and I was really happy because after 2 months I got a person to whom I can talk in my language.
Thanks for sharing your story with us. And we'll be here again after the commercial break. Well, welcome back. Here with our today's special guest, Saba. Hi, Saba.
Hi.
And she's an international student of Thiel College. And Saba, what was the most impressive thing about Chicago?
Uncle over there, the shopkeeper, he was again from the Pakistan, and I asked him, can you please brief them a little bit about the Islam and Muslim, because he was living in the America for more than 10 years. So he knows more better than me like what kind of stereotypes Americans have. So that was really good. And then at that time I bought a holy book in English translation and gave it to the pastor's aunt. That was really good.
Well, I think, that's very good. And I remember your message giving at the last Tuesday chapel on Thiel campus. So how do you think about your religious beliefs? So you can just, introduce it briefly, like how do you think about religion or something like that?
We have a belief on all prophets, including Jesus. We have a belief on all holy books, including Bible. So if I talk about just for myself, I think everybody, even in my holy book, God always address all human beings.
Thanks for your participation with our TCTV's Thiel Talk. And do you have any other comments to add before our closing?
That was my first experience, and I'm really thankful to you and your whole team for inviting me and sharing my views with other people. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Saba. Well, thanks for watching our Thiel Talk show, and back to the desk.
Let's get an electric feel for MGMT concert with our own TCTV reporter, Tyler Buffington.
Hi guys, I'm TCTV reporter Tyler Buffington, and I'm here with Than U today. Than, I hear there's a concert in Pittsburgh with MGMT in December. What can you tell me about that?
Oh, well, Tyler, we got a lot of fun in store for our spring concert, but we thought, why not do something in the fall? One of my tab directors told me that he was performing in Stage A in Pittsburgh, so we thought, why not get a bus and take some students down there?
All right, well, cool. I'm really excited. I know that I'm going, so I'm really pumped, and it should be a good time. I know I'm personally a big MGMT fan. I've been since high school. You? How about?
I've been a huge fan of MGMT too. Oracular Spectacular, and then Congratulations. I haven't heard their new album yet, but I heard it's just as good.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I was actually a big fan. The first one I heard was Oracular Spectacular and Time to Pretend, Kids, and
those were the songs. Yep, absolutely.
How much are tickets gonna be? Because I know tickets sometimes are expensive for concerts, but I heard these might be a little bit cheaper.
Absolutely, we got a great deal. They're usually around $40 a ticket, but as general admission, we got our students. It's just $10. It includes the bus trip, everything. It's on Monday, December 2nd, and we're leaving around 5 p.m. to get there by doors at 7. Opening act is this band called Kuroma, which one of the guys in MGMT actually produces, so it should have the same feel and should complement them really well. Dr. Evans is going to be one of the chaperones, so it should make for a fun time, and yeah, we're all really excited about it.
All right, cool. Yeah, that sounds exciting. It sounds like that opening band might be interesting to check out too, definitely for sure. All right, well, hey, Than.
Tyler.
Thanks again, like always. It's always a pleasure. All right, this is Tyler and Than signing off. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's head over to our TCTV weather with Richard.
All right, we're here in the Weather Center. Let's take a look at some temperatures across the country. Down here in Texas, also over down here in Florida, temperatures around mid-80s, 83 degrees approximately. Up here in North Dakota, South Dakota, it's getting really chilly up there. That weather's on its way down here, mid-20s to mid-30s, anywhere in that range. Over here in our area, Pennsylvania, low to mid-60s. Moving up towards Canada, the New England states, low to mid-50s. So let's take a look at the temperature right here now in Greenville. Temperatures hovering right around 58 degrees. The humidity is 60%, and the winds will come out of the south about 8 miles per hour. Taking a look at our radar, as you can see here in Lake Erie, we have a line of showers coming through the area. They're going to be coming this way sometime tonight. Now taking a look at temperatures in the area, Meadville right up the road is about 59 degrees, 60 degrees. Franklin, 63. High in the area is New Philadelphia right here, 67 degrees. We also have Zanesville, 67. So everywhere in the area, it's hovering right around 60, mid-60s, some upper 50s. All right, taking a look at our 7-day forecast. As you can see, Thursday we have some rain showers coming through the area. High is 50. It's going to drop down to about 31, 32 degrees. On Friday, we have mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be a little bit chilly. 45 degrees is a high, and a low of 28 degrees. On Saturday, the high is going to be 51. Skies are going to be partly cloudy, although at night it's going to drop down to low 40s, upper 30s. So make sure if you're going out to the football game, take some gloves, an extra jacket, a blanket, so that way you're warm in the stands. Sunday, same weather patterns, upper mid to low 50s for the high. Low is about 32 degrees. And that's going to carry us through to midweek next week, although on Wednesday we have a slight chance of a rain shower throughout the day. The high will be about 46 and the low will be 34. That's a look for our weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
That is all the time we have for TCTV News today. I'm Trent Kiesling.
And I'm Megan Williams. Have a great week.
You've been watching TCTV News, your only source for news and entertainment on campus.